Alright, so this is R&B Divas Season 3, Episode 6. And when the link becomes available, I will put the link down to the full show in the description box below. So, it starts off with Latavia goes to the studio to meet Jazzy Faye. And she says that she knows Jazzy Faye for a long time. For y'all that don't know, Jazzy Faye is a hit producer down here in Atlanta. Well, even before I moved to Atlanta, I've always known who Jazzy Faye was. So she talks to Jazzy Faye and she tells him about how she got the one night only concert coming up, but she has, no music. She don't feel like singing is the right thing to do. She's trying to be entrepreneurial right now. And he's like, getting in her ass and he's telling her, sorry, y'all, I had something in my eye. He's telling her, what it sounds like is that you just don't want to sing, period. And he asked her, have she written any songs? She was like, not like I should. And he was like, okay, so you ain't doing what you supposed to do. She was like, why is you acting like that? I still haven't been writing many songs like I should. He's like, have you wrote any songs? And she's like, no. And he's like, okay, well, you need to find one thing to do right now and stick to it, because it sounds like you don't know what the hell you want to do. And she didn't expect him to be that hard on her, but she needs that. She does. I'm starting to get a little tired of, do I want to sing? Do I don't? It's either you do or you don't. Stop wasting my time. Stop wasting the viewer's time. Now, I like her and all, but I'm getting tired of it. It's the same thing every episode with her. I don't want to sing. I don't know if I should sing. It's the same thing. I'm tired of it. So let's move on from Latavia. So sorry y'all, I feel blurry or whatever. So they go on to Mila, and Mila is taking her son, Zach, who is autistic. She's taking him to speech class because he's 4.5, and really he can't finish his sentences. Like, they ask him what he wants. He starts out telling, and then he just gets stuck. And she's trying to get help for it. I know what it is. When my brother was autistic, he needed speech classes. And really autistic kids are like, they're behind. They're some years behind. So where he's, a normal 4.5-year-old boy would be, other kid. I mean, he's behind. He's a couple years behind. So we're gonna move on from that. And so Selena is at the studio, and she's there with Wayne Williams, and that is the record executive that told her that she needs to have a whole song because she got a whole bunch of songs for a new city, because she has a lot of offers on the table for record deals. And she was like, when I first talked to you, I said I had one song, now I have over 60. And that's good. I'm like, she went from the last episode to having writer's block to now she got 60 songs. So that's good. I'm glad she has, overcome that. So he plays a song, she plays a song for him, and he's feeling it, and I think it's called, what is it? Worthless, effortless, some song. So at the bottom, that's the EP for it. It's called, effortless, worthless, effortless, I can't even think of the song. So then he likes it, and she plays another song for him, and it's a song with the brat. And he likes that, but she says, I think I should change it. It's some things that needs to be added to make it better. And he was like, yeah, I definitely agree with you. It could be better. But you know, she's happy that she's made this progress, and you know, he's not disappointed with it. He's actually pretty happy with it. So, you know, later on she meets up with the Brat, and the Brat does her verse or whatever, and her verse is real nasty. I guess it's a freaky song. So her verse is real explicit, you know. When it get played on the radio, they either gonna have to have a new version for it, an edited version, or clean version, or it's gonna be a lot of beats on that song, or you know, you're barely gonna hear her verse at all. So she talks to the Brat, and she tells her about Latavia, and she says, we're all doing this one night only concert, but we have done no rehearsal at all. None of us done any rehearsal. And she tells her about Latavia is so scared to sing that she doesn't even have any songs to sing. And the Brat tells her, well, y'all need to get moving on it because the Grammys is right around the corner. And, you know, she says that Latavia, you know, she made hits back then or whatever, but if you ain't really working so on and on to make yourself better, how are you a diva? So, we're going to move on from Selena. So, what do y'all think about that? Y'all let me know. You think she's a diva? I don't know. Tell me. So, we go on and the girls are all meeting up. I guess they're talking about the one night only concert. And Latavia tells them that she doesn't have any songs, like I just stated before, and that she, you know, for 2 days she couldn't sleep, and she had a Jesus moment where he just said, you know, daughter, do not get yourself up on the stage. This is not what I have for you right now. And, you know, they get to rolling their eyes, and they so sick of this, but she's like, look, I really want to go up there or whatever with y'all. I want to be involved, but, you know, I don't think this is right. And I would do whatever I have to do. You know, I would do whatever I have to do for the show, but I can't get on stage for the concert, but I can't get on stage. And Monique was like, so I need you to fix my girdle. And Latavia's like, yeah, I will fix your girdle. I will put your drawers on. That is really serious. If you rather put some lady drawers on than go on stage, she really does not want to sing. So after they're talking about this, Kiki's manager walks in. I think her name is Tara. And Tara comes in, she sits down, and she told them, the Divas, that since there are new guidelines for the Grammy, technically they are not nominated for the album. And they all kind of get pissed off, and they like mad at face now. And Kiki's like, this is exactly what I thought it was. And they like, you know, that's some bull, because Selena's like, you know, I wrote some songs on it. This album wouldn't be nominated for a Grammy if it didn't have all the elements that it has. And I would think even if we wasn't nominated for a Grammy, Faith be like, fuck that, you know, y'all coming with me, but instead she's not. And they feel like kind of betrayed by Faith Evans. So, no, it's sad that their friendship is gonna kind of, I guess, turn for the worse on this. But, you know, this is how the music industry is. So, it's fucked up. So, we're gonna move on to that. I don't know if I said this earlier. I only took half of the notes. I got distracted on some things. But we go on, and Mo and the rest of the Divas are going bridal shopping for Mo's wedding dress. and they watching her try on clothes or whatever, and they start to talk. And Kiki's like, I can't help to think, I'm happy for her and all, but I can't help but think about if I'm invited to the wedding, because Mo tells them that it's going to be in Hawaii and they all happy or whatever, but when Mo goes in the back to change gowns, Kiki brings up, I wonder if I'm in the wedding, if I'm even invited. And Selena's like, it don't matter if I'm invited or not, I'm still going. Just like with the Grammy. And then Mila's like, well, yeah. She's like, I really want to go because I want to go to Hawaii. So I feel like I'm entitled to go. So then Mo comes back out, and Mila asks her, well, we just want to know, since we here with you or whatever, watching you try on dresses, are we invited to the wedding? And Mo is like, stuck for a minute. She's like, well, and they like, look, okay, we see that you stuck already. And she's like, well, let me just explain. And she tells them that, she doesn't know who she's going to invite to the wedding because she don't want bad attitudes at her wedding, which I understand, but you got these girls watching you pick out your dress, If you didn't know who you want invited to your wedding, then you shouldn't have them included in your pre-wedding plans. So, yeah, man, I guess she did that to herself, so I hope they all come. I think they will all support her. I hope that if they do go, that it's no issues. So, Mila plans an autism awareness party, and she's talking to her manager, Corey Taylor, and she's telling him she needs him to get this done in a couple of days, with him and music going to perform. It would be great. And if she invites the Divas, and he asked her, are you going to ask them to sing? She's like, yeah, I'm going to ask them to sing. I'm like, oh, here they go. They're asking to sing. They a little over that. So then they have the big old party or whatever, and the autism awareness party. And all of the Divas are there in front row. And they have music come on. The sound isn't right. The crowd ain't feeling nobody. They had Ronnie DeVoe come on. Crowd ain't feeling him. Now, Ronnie is, to me, kind of like the hype man of BBD and New Edition. So it's like, Ronnie can't get y'all hype. Come on now. This some dead-ass crowd. Sorry, I'm tired. And then, Mila asked, well, not Mila, one of the hosts or whatever, asked if the Divas can come on. I know y'all feel it. I know y'all can't just sit in your seat. And Mo screams, oh, yes, we can. We can just sit in our seats. So Mila's in this tight spot because it ain't going exactly how she wanted it to go. So, she's begging the Divas to come sing, and they ain't budging. And then she asked Kiki, and Kiki's like, okay, well, I'll do it for your son or whatever. So Kiki gets on, and she's like, well, I hope y'all can play the right key for this. As soon as she says that, the keyboard or whatever start acting up. And she like, oh, shit. She's like, should I tell jokes or what? And they screaming out no. And she like, look, I gotta go pee. I'm gonna go pee and come back, y'all, when y'all get this together. And somebody screamed, do this acapella. And she's like, no. She's like, no, I'm just playing. I'll do this acapella for Zach. So as she starts singing, the keyboard comes on. And then they start playing. And then she puts everybody in a good mood. Cause I like Kiki. She got a good heart. So then the rest of the Divas follow along. They don't exactly come up on the stage, but they sit there in their seat, and the mic get passed around, and they sing like that. But yeah, that's it for R&B Divas, Season 3, Episode 6. I'm a little curious to what's going to happen on next episode. Somehow, Angie gets on the girl's bad side. It looks like she betrayed them or something. Something to do with some money, and all of the girls supposed to do something, and so Angie does it. I hope it's not the one night only concert. Now that would be really fucked up. But I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to put the link down below in the description box. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at Jazz Chapman, JAZCHAPMAN. And go to my cooking channel, Cooking with Jazz Chapman. And we'll be back, y'all. Y'all have a good night, good day, or whatever it is. Peace.